question that was asked during the previous press brief. Reference the 911 calls and officer response time. We received 5 initial 911 calls. The first caller to 911 to OPD dispatch was at 5:34 p.m. and 51 seconds, in which a male was reported to be shooting into a business across the street. The first Orange police officer on scene was at 5:36 p.m., which was under 2 minutes. Shots were reported to have been fired by officers within minutes of their arrival. Regarding the suspect, investigators have established that the suspect arrived at the location in a rental car, which has been located in the parking lot of 202 West Lincoln. The suspect is believed to have been living out of a motel room in Anaheim. We have obtained video footage from inside the business location, which shows the suspect inside of the business. That photo is posted right here. The video is not available for release at this time. However, this still image is available. I do have copies, and we can email that out after the conference. The Orange County Crime Lab is currently at the location processing the scene. The identity of the victims is not yet confirmed. As you can imagine, this is a complex scene which takes time to thoroughly process. We will provide the identity of the victims as soon as they are available. We feel for the families who believe that their loved ones may be one of the victims. We unfortunately still cannot notify the next of kin, as the coroner is still in the process of identifying the deceased. The identity of the victims will be released in a written statement, and no additional briefings will be conducted later today. Investigators will remain on the scene throughout the day and likely into the night until the investigation is complete by the Orange County Crime Lab and the Orange County Coroner's Office. At this point, that is all I have for updates. I am available for some questions.
Lieutenant, can you tell us if this was taken from inside United Homes?
This was taken inside the business, yes.
Lieutenant, do we have anything in the way of any kind of confirmed motive or possible motive for why the man took these actions?
We did discuss earlier that there was a business and personal relationship between the victim and the suspects.
One victim and the suspect or both victims?
Between all of the victims and the suspect, there was a personal and or business relationship.
Is there any more on how we purchased that firearm and if it was purchased legally?
That's all going to be disclosed in the days and weeks to come.
Lieutenant, we're hearing that the boy that was shot killed may have been the suspect's son. Can you comment on that?
I don't have that information.
Lieutenant, as far as security in that building, do you know if that's something they had ongoing for years or if it was recent?
Unaware of the security that the building may have had. That's something that our investigators will be looking at.
But as far as where you got that video from, I meant the security within that office.
That was from a video inside of the office. As far as security services, we don't know that.
Excuse me?
Yes.
The victims are related to each other?
The identity of the victims has not been disclosed yet, but as soon as we have that information available and the next of kin has been notified, we will disclose that.
Is there any update on the status of the suspects or the victim in the hospital?
They remain stable yet critical.
Can you confirm if the 9-year-old boy was shielded by his mother as much as was said in the previous conference, the relationship between the woman who was outside the courtyard and the 9-year-old boy?
We are still working to confirm the relationship between the boy and any of the parties on the scene.
Were the shots fired by the officers? 2 officers fired, the suspect firing all. You nailed that down?
It's our understanding that the suspect was firing towards officers.
How many rounds? Can you get close to the officers?
That is all currently being processed as we speak.
Is it believed that he was locking the victims in or locking police out or both?
All we know is that the gates were secured from the inside with a bicycle type cable lock, preventing them from getting in, so it appeared that it was on the inside.
And how did you get through that?
Our officers do carry bolt cutters, and those were used to access the gate.
Did the officers take fire before the bolts were cut? Did they take fire just going in or did they take fire from the outside as well?
The officer involved shooting did occur through the gates, so at that point the officers did not have access to the inside.
Do you believe the
I'm sorry, one at a time. Go ahead.
Confirming that the officer's gunfire that took down the suspect, he didn't try to kill himself?
That's all under investigation at this point.
From the surveillance video that you have obtained, have you established how long the suspect was inside the premises prior being confronted by the police officers?
We do have that information, but we're not ready to release that at this time.
Lieutenant, any word on any prior threats to either the business, someone that worked there, or the family that owns and runs that business from the suspect? Any prior threats?
The suspect's prior activities and any sort of threats or anything, that would all be something that we are looking into. I don't have that information at this time.
Do you know if the suspect locked the doors and then went upstairs, or he locked it when he came?
Again, the actions of the suspect, that is all something that will have to be forthcoming. Anything
Did
else?
officers have bolt cutters on them, or did they have to wait for them to arrive? The DA had said earlier that they had to wait for bolt cutters to arrive. You said that the officers carried bolt cutters on them.
Yes, our sergeant vehicles carry the bolt cutters, and sergeant was on scene shortly after those initial officers. Anything else?
Explain how the coroner is looking to identify, is it through DNA analysis, maybe DNA samples from families who think that their relatives were involved in this?
I'm going to have to let the coroner's office comment on how they'll do the identification. All right, I will be available for a couple of minutes if anyone has anything else. Thank you very much. No, that's okay, and I'm sorry I can't answer specifically everything you're looking for, but we'll do my best. Oh, I don't want to say that you
Milton.
misspoke.
¿Se oye bien aquí? Sí, ¿no? Aunque hable aquí, ¿se oye bien? Perfecto, ok.
That will be released at a later time.
Si no, le quitamos al del 62 el stand y ya. Así agarra.